Sharing and Fantasticness Day, we are going to show off some of our amazing skills. We are going to show you one of our warm-ups. This is how we start to get our voices in the right spot for singing. All children have a naturally high singing voice, but sometimes we need a little practice to get it up there. So we use bubbles so that they can practice following a director, which eventually will be me, but right now the bubbles are in charge. Right, friends? And you're going to be amazed because when the bubbles hit the ground, something magical happens. You might even want to try this at home. Yeah. Ready? And you might have noticed that we're not all stopping at the same time because everybody watches what? A different bubble. We're all watching our own, and there's no rules about that. We just have to keep our eyes on one. Do we switch bubbles? No, we say that we're cheating if we switch bubbles, even though it's fun. Everyone say, hoo-caw!
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 That's where we want to start our elevator at the top, okay? Oh, his was way at the bottom, could you tell? That's pretty great. We're going to try one more time from the other side. And let's make sure that we're all trying to use gentle voices so that we can hear everybody. Ready? Fabulous. So that's a chance for us to really start to learn how to follow a direction that's coming, or a director in music, as we say. I have a challenge for you. We have never done this one. I'm going to blow one more set of bubbles, and I want you to laugh until your bubble hits the ground. Are you ready? Great job. Thank you. So that's one of our warm-ups. We do lots of different things. We use propellers in here, little monkeys on ladders and things like that as the year goes on. So we just keep making sure that they hear that higher tone. Sometimes when the music we listen to is a little bit more based in the chest and deeper voices. So we have to make sure that they hear the right sound so they can match that. We are going to show you next the next step we would make, which is following an actual person director and the music to know when to play our instruments. So we're going to get our instruments out in just a second here, and we will get started with Alice the Camel. Can you show us which of you has a tambourine in your hand? And which of you holds the woodblock today? And which of you is holding a triangle? And which of you is holding a drum? Okay. Each of our instruments has a different part in this song, and once you know the words and listen a little bit, you can figure out which instrument goes with which part. And actually, we're so awesome that we can play every part. We just are showing you one part today, okay? With our great singing. Are you ready? All right. Here we go. So go, Alice, go. Alice the camel has 4 humps. Alice the camel has 4 humps. Alice the camel has 4 humps. So go, Alice, go. Alice the camel has 5 humps. Alice the camel has 3 humps. Alice the camel has 3 humps. So go, Alice, go. Alice the camel has 2 humps. Alice the camel has 2 humps. Alice the camel has 2 humps. So go, Alice, go. Alice the camel has 1 hump. Alice the camel has 1 hump. Alice the camel has 1 hump. So go, Alice, go. Alice the camel has no humps. Alice the camel has no humps. Alice the camel has no humps. So Alice is a horse. Yahoo! So we're mastering the cutoff in music, the following. If there's a certain word that
that needs color or attention, that we add instrumentation to it. And so eventually they start to make those decisions themselves, which instruments match which kind of sound and so on. So super proud. How you doing?
Good.
Happy as a clam, I can tell. Okay, so let's reverse that order. Drummers, can you put your stuff on? The down cross is just one of the methodologies that we use here at Cherry View to talk about music and react to music, so that kids can be more musical and have more feeling in music. So in kindergarten, our study is opposites: high and low and loud and soft, fast and slow, any kinds of opposites. So we do a story that has all of those pieces kind of mixed up in it, and the kids actually react to and show that in the story. We kind of put this together and worked on it, but I can change the story at any time, and they react correctly to the music because they can hear it and understand it. So I'm really proud of them. Will you guys give yourselves a little bit of space? You don't have to be exactly in a straight line. There you go. Great. Ladies and gentlemen, the rabbit story. Once upon a time, there were some adorable rabbits. Make sure your audience can see your adorable face. Sometimes they like to go for a hop in the woods. They would sniff the air and wiggle their tail and hop some more. One day when they sniffed the air, they wiggled their tails a lot because they smelled their favorite rabbit food, chocolate chip cookies. Oh, is that not right? Okay. I get confused sometimes. I feel like rabbits like chocolate chip cookies. No?
I do.
Okay, I'll go with it. So they wanted to follow the smell, and they thought it was coming from Mrs. Murray's garden patch, so they better hurry and find it. When they got there, they looked at the ground, and there was an amazing green plant coming out of the ground. It was so high they couldn't even see the top of it, and they thought, if that thing is that tall, how big is the carrot that's in the ground? And they got down on the ground, and they decided to give it a pull, and they gave it a try. Ugh, it just wouldn't go anywhere. They tried again. So much work. They thought, oh, I guess maybe I left my muscles at home today. So they checked one side of their body. They didn't forget it. It was still there. And they checked the other side. That one was there too. It's delightful. And so they thought, that's it. I'm going to try again, and I'm going to try harder this time. And they got down. Just really slowly, it started to come out of the ground. They were working so hard. Finally, it came out, but it was so heavy. And they got their feet steady. Whew. They dusted off the giant carrot. And they took a delicious bite. And they took another delicious bite. And the carrot started to get smaller. And they took another one. And another one. And it kept getting smaller. And pretty soon, they only had one bite left. And they took it. Man, that was the best carrot ever. But suddenly their tummy, ooh, it didn't feel so good. Oh boy. When they tried to hop, it sounded like this. It was rough hopping. Suddenly, they heard a sound, and they stopped. They sniffled the air. But they did not wiggle their tails because something was wrong. They smelled a predator. They got down into the nearest burrow they could find. And they got all snuggled in, and they took a nap. Oh, it was so cozy and warm. They were so happy. And then, after a nice long nap, they sat up calmly. Stretch their arms. And they sniff the air. And they wiggle their tails. And they came out of the burrow because the predator was gone. Oh, such happy news. And they decided, it's such a nice day out, I'm just going to go for a hop because I feel great. And they saw some friends along the way and they waved. But suddenly they stopped. They had forgotten all about the dance party on Grey Rock. They better hurry. And they shook their little rabbit ears. And they shook their little rabbit tails. And they shook their little body all over the place. They hadn't had so much fun in years. Because they were rabbits. Rabbits, yeah, they were rabbits. Rabbits, yeah, they were rabbits. Let's take about 1, 2, 3, and... Great job, friends! Amazing. You are magical. Magical. So that story can be developed and changed over time, and they just keep refining those reactions. So it's really impressive work. We're watching I call it the magic ball, but it's really the mystery ball, because I have a desk drawer, and then when I show up in the morning, I check that drawer, and sometimes the ball is the same ball, but sometimes the ball is not the same. It doesn't look the same, right? Or it feels different, or if it's different colors, sometimes it get big, sometimes it get really tiny. And so I don't know what's happening, because I gotta tell you, I'm not getting the ball out of the drawer and moving things around. So we don't know what's happening. Some of us think maybe it's magic, some of us think someone's playing a trick on us. We don't really care, because it's fun, right? And then usually what we do is we sing our names into the ball, pass it around the circle, and if nobody drops it, because if we drop it, the names, what happens to the names? They fall out, you see, and then we have to start over again. So if we keep it going all the way around the circle, we've noticed that usually the ball will change for the next time we come. So that's a good incentive for us to keep it in our hands, right? And then we practice singing alone, which is a terrifying thought for most adults, but we do it every time we come to music twice a week. So now it's like, no big deal for the most part, okay? Let's pull our string up nice and tall. We call this our superhero pose. Not only is this great for singing, but it's great for life, right? And then we think inside our heads, we think, dun 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 dun. World, I'm ready to take on any challenge you send for me, right? Look at those looks on their faces. Look at Liliana, she is gonna change the world. That's the pose. And then we say the words, we fake it till we make it, because sometimes we don't feel like this. Sometimes we feel like this, right? But if we do this, sometimes our body and our brain change our mind, and we turn into this. Okay, good. So instead of me passing this around today, I'm going to just hold the microphone and let you sing into it really quickly, your names, just so we aren't passing any more germs around, since that's been a concern for everybody. Okay? All right, so why don't we stand up one more time? I'll cruise around. So you've got your string filled. Inside you're thinking, I've got this. Okay. Everyone think, Mary, Mary. But now Landon gets to sing, and he's going to go, I'll hold it for you.
Landon, Zoe, Izzy, Bella, Isabella, Jackson, Lisa, Ben, Katie, Parker, Skylar, Liliana, Zachariah, Zayden, Logan, AJ, Eli, Nathan.
That was fabulous stuff. And so we're all in a different spot with our voices developing at this moment, right? Because we're still pretty young, but we are already getting closer and closer, all of us, to matching the same pitch, which helps us when we sing together. But it's really hard for people to hear your own voice when you're singing in a group, so this kind of individual singing is awesome, and it makes us extra brave, right? I'm very proud of you. So we're just going to share with you a little fancy move we have with some ribbons. This is just for steady beat, getting our wiggles out. Okay, nice steady beat.
I like to shake my ribbon.
Oh, I hear singing.
Shake it all every day.
Oh, I thought I heard singing. That's great.
Up and down and all around. Shake it is what we say. Shake it to the left, shake it to the right. up, shake it way down. Shake it while you turn around and touch the ground. I like to shake my ribbon.
Shake it, baby.
Shake it every day. Up and down and all around. Shake it is what we say. Shake it to the left, shake it to the right. Shake it behind you, out of sight. Shake it way up, shake it way down. Shake it while you turn around and touch the ground.
Woohoo!
I like to shake my ribbon, shake it every day. Up and down and all around, shake it is what we say. Shake it to the left, shake it to the right. Shake it behind, it's out of sight. Shake it way up, shake it way down. Shake it while you turn around and touch the ground.
Excellent job. Can you take a bow in 1, 2, 3?
Nice shoes.
Excellent, friends. Hey, thanks everybody for joining us today. I know it's hard for us not to be all together in body, but I think we're together in spirit and joy today. So thanks for joining us, and hug your kiddos when you get home. You're welcome to join music class any day you would like to come and hang out and play with us. We're learning lots and having a good time. So join us anytime. Thanks. Can you guys wave goodbye? Bye.